All right, Blake, we're back. U.S. Open week, huge week. A lot of stuff going on in the world of golf last week. So I guess we'll do a quick recap of that and talk a little bit maybe of our live thoughts before we get into the U.S. Open here.
Good defeated evil yesterday, Matt.
It did. I was almost in tears. I'll tell you what.
Oh my God.
The love fest.
The love fest for Rory McIlroy. Hey, I love Rory. That was a man. If he continues with the wedge play that he showed yesterday, he's like almost unbeatable, right?
Yeah. He was great. He was great yesterday. I not that I really truly considered betting it, but I kind of said last week I thought he was going to win. Said on multiple shows I thought he just had the feel of he was going to win and maybe go back to back this week. But yeah, he was in one of those zones where he's unbeatable, and I never really questioned. Even when he made those couple of bogeys, I always thought he was winning, and he did, and no real surprises there. And the love fest was fine. Yeah, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, I had a Tony ticket. He had a great Saturday, and I mean it was just tough to see Tony actually beat Rory and JT there. I don't know, but he played well. Tony played well. I can't really hold like this wasn't like a Tony choked or Tony can't win type thing, right?
No, I don't think it was at all. He was
I
good
know
on.
he missed a couple shorties, but like so
So
did
did Rory.
Rory.
Yeah. No, he was fine. I was impressed with him. I thought he was good. I mean, the easier scoring conditions. I don't know what they did to the course over the weekend to make it that easy, but he kind of just, there was not as much trouble on Sunday. It seemed like those other days. So maybe easy pin locations. I don't know how they did it, but yeah, it was good. I mean, the tour probably did it on purpose because they wanted their guys to play well with all the live stuff going on. And I told you this, and I truly believe that love fest was happening no matter what. Because if it was an unknown guy, he probably would have got emotional, and they would have said, "Wow, look at the PGA Tour. You know what? You can get this on the PGA Tour nowhere else. It matters so much to these guys. He's not crying because of the money. He's crying because how much it means his first win. Like, no matter what was happening, the love fest was coming. And I'm not saying I even blame them for doing it. Like, they're trying to promote their product and show why they're the best, and the PGA Tour is the best. But a lot of people on Twitter and stuff fired into it. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna. There's
That's
gonna be a lot
another
of.
thing though too. The PGA Tour is the best. Me and you like fully acknowledge that the PGA Tour is the best. Like we might be like pro live, we're more like pro let these guys choose what they want to do. Like it's not that we have anything against the PGA Tour. The PGA Tour is the best. I want all these guys to play on the PGA Tour. Like we're Bryson guys, pretty mad he's not going to be allowed on the PGA Tour. That sucks.
Yeah.
DJ is one of my favorite golfers. It sucks that he's not allowed to play on the PGA Tour. It's just the stuff that they're like. I just don't understand why Monahan acknowledged the whole thing.
Yeah, he made a mistake. And real quick, I want to say I think laptop sales are going to be through the roof because all the ones from last week have jizz all over them after Rory won all the Twitter warriors jizzed on their own computers. So just, to take it easy with that. It was fine. Yeah. People acted like he just won the Masters. This is why the PGA Tour is the best. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, cool.
You know what else is cool? Charles Caddy won more money than Justin Thomas did last week.
Yeah, it's
So, I mean,
unbelievable.
do that with what you want.
And yeah, so to your point, no, we're not live guys. I mean, I got painted as a live guy. My original live take was this: guys are gonna go. They're gonna trust me. They're gonna go, and everyone's like, "Oh, you look at who they go." Robert Garrett to go, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. They're going, and that turned out to be true. And then the goalposts get moved. Oh, no one cares that those guys went. Well, they're impactful guys, and they're going. I don't care if they go or they don't go. I don't care if Liv succeeds or doesn't succeed. I was just saying what I thought was going to happen, and it did happen.
Everybody has a price.
Everyone has a price, and
Money
yeah,
rules the world, man. I just don't like if all these people, if you got a big bag of money put in front of you to work less, work less, you wouldn't take that. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing?
yeah, most people would, and that's fine. And I just wanted the conversation to be able to golf. Everyone's like, I told you Liv is going to suck or whatever. If they think it sucks, that's fine. I never said it was going to be a great product. I never said anything like that. And that's what I wanted the conversation to be centered around the whole time. I wanted the conversation to be, yeah, is it worth watching if it doesn't mean anything? How good is the product if the guys truly don't care? Is it soulless? I think those are all valid conversations, and all the criticisms are valid. The one thing I didn't like was just the pearl clutching and the the morality of it all, and it just gets tiresome. Nobody wants to hear somebody preach from their high horse all day long, whether you believe it or not. That's your values and how you feel about it. But like, I just don't want to have that conversation. It's not never going to go anywhere. So we can talk about whether we thought the event was soulless or we thought it was good. Production value was good. I thought the product was good.
Oh yeah, shotgun start. I liked it a lot better than I thought I was gonna like it. Yeah, they showed more golf shots. That was the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they showed double the golf shots that you get on Thursday, Friday of a PGA event, and that's the big problem with the PGA Tour. Like especially for the diehards, like the people that listen to the show. I feel like they watch golf Thursday through Sunday. Like you saw golf shots. That's all I want to see with the PGA Tour. I just want to see golf shots.
And again, we love the PGA Tour. We're 100% team PGA Tour. The product needs to evolve. You look at all these other sports, they've evolved over the course of the years. Look at NFL, how they've evolved to their new, younger viewers who are into gambling, the Red Zone channel. Like, it's time to evolve. And I think because of the lack of competition, the PGA Tour has got a little bit complacent in terms of their product. They're not showing us what we want to see. They're not in tune to what their diehards want. And too many ads. Don't show enough different guys. Not enough options to watch the groups you want to watch. Like I said, Fitzpatrick was a top 20 player in the world. Say what you want about him. But for the fact that he was one back on Saturday and he was one shot behind and it took 6 holes for him to show one of his shots, it shouldn't be that difficult. Not to mention the pre-recorded cutscenes of Adam Hadwin from 2013. Like, just get a grip, get a pulse on who, our goal is the same as everyone else's. We want the PGA Tour to have the best possible product. And maybe they, like XFL, maybe PGA Tour can take some things that Liv did well, incorporate it into them, improve your own product, and then you make them more relevant.
Yep, I totally agree with you. But I still don't understand. Like, why do people hate DJ?
It's because, the morality of it all, the blood money, whatever. I mean, my main thing here is corporate America. Good people take money from bad people, and that's the way of the world. If you want to really get into it, you can look at the top of every organization, the people they've had dealings with throughout the way that they've risen to the top. There's always going to be some bad people you deal with in order to make your company succeed. That's just the way of the world. That's capitalism.
And all you poors out there would do the same exact thing if you were in their shoes.
Yeah, and you would. And the people who wouldn't, good for you. But I think you can simultaneously not and have your values, but also not preach down on everybody like you're better and they're worse. It's just, I don't know. It's just a tiresome conversation. But main point, we are Team PGA Tour. We want the PGA Tour to be the best thing possible. We want our players on the tour. And the best decision would have been probably for them to ignore it. Let those guys play those 8 events opposite. Norman tried working with these guys. I know everyone hates Greg Norman, who would beat Rory's ass even at 70 years old. But I know everyone hates him, but he tried working with Monahan. Monahan wouldn't return his calls. The truth was that was happening whether Monahan wanted to or not. He should have worked with him and said, all right, maybe let's keep it to 8-10 events, schedule them opposite of shitty events on tour. And we won't suspend them. Which they still did. Norman's not trying to prevent them from playing on the PGA Tour. It's only the other way around. I mean, Norman's saying independent contractors. He wants these guys to play on both tours and just give them, let them do it. You can make a statement saying you disagree with their decision and you still think the PGA Tour is the best place, but we're not going to go forward with any punishment. Let them play on both. Eventually, they'll become obsolete.
It's going to be really funny at the next Live event when they're playing the John Deere Classic. And there's going to be 0 good players. Rory won't be there. JT won't be there. And all these people are going to be like, you see, this is what you get out of competition. You get the best players in the world. Really? We're going to get Adam Schenk and who else? I don't know. Lucas Glover, who won it last year. You think anyone gives a fuck about that? It's going to be a completely different narrative in a month.
Yeah. Just be careful about patting yourself on the back for having the right takes here, because you did it one time already when you said nobody was coming and then they signed Garrigus and all of you guys were like, oh, see, I was right, you were wrong, woohoo. And then you were proven wrong. And then you have to backtrack. So you're going to have to backtrack again now, because the product that you're going to see, again, for the John Deere Classic, you're going to have a field of 48, and there's going to be a lot of very good players in that field. So people are going to be watching that. So just be ready to backtrack.
That field is going to be much stronger than the John Deere Classic. Much stronger.
you guys backtrack and just be ready to backtrack again because you're going to have to. I mean, that's simple as that.
So I mean, that's it on the live. I mean, we're PGA guys at the end of the day. It is
Yep.
an interesting time for golf, though, through and through.
Little competition sometimes doesn't hurt. Say what you want to say about the way that it's being run, but I mean, maybe it gives the PGA Tour a little boost that it needs. Maybe instead of putting all this money in the PIP bullshit no one gives a fuck about, make some guaranteed contract for the lesser guys on tour or the medium guys on tour so if they miss a cut, they're not, scrambling for money. I don't know. Structure it better. I mean, do things that people care about. Have a little pulse of what your fans want.
Yep.
So US Open.
In our backyard.
Yep. The course looks awesome.
I'm going Saturday.
Saturday you're going?
I'm going Saturday.
That's awesome. So yeah, hopefully get some insight on some groups. Hopefully we can follow a group and we have a guy has a late tee time.
That'd be great. If not, I'm gonna have to make myself have a guy with a late tee time.
Yeah. Hammer some matchups. Yeah, that'll be good. So the course looks amazing. It's just like this. I haven't been looking forward to an event as much as I have here for a long time because the course looks awesome. I love U.S. Opens. I love when things play difficult. It looks like this is going to play extremely difficult, and I like courses that are difficult, but they're not trying to make it difficult by making the course 8,000 yards. So that's I think is going to require creativity, full total game. I think everything about this week is going to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we're going to one of the oldest golf courses in America. I mean, so it's going to be a lot of rich history. The last time, well, I'm not going to count the amateur, but the last time a pro event was here was what? Ryder Cup 99?
99, and the US Open was 88.
Yep. So, and that was the Justin Leonard putt on 17. Obviously, things are different. Course-wise, I know they're playing some different holes than they did from 88. I think they're taking they have 27 holes on the property. They're taking some holes from that other course, I think, to for this week. So it'll be a little bit different, but rough looks gnarly. I think if you get way off board, you're in some heavy shit. And then right off the fairway, it's still pretty deep. I think it'll be pretty similar test to last week, except way more difficult, but like similar type golf course.
Mm-hmm. Claustrophobic, dog legs, can't overpower it. Don't want to play from the rough. All those things I think are true.
Around the green's going to be good, and greens are small.
Yep. Yeah. And I read a piece from the Golf Digest with the Harvard golf team. They had some good comments on there. They said, if you have a bad lie in the rough, you can't advance it more than 150 yards. And also they're unpredictable lies. So you might catch a random flyer. Like if you're playing from the rough consistently this week, you're going to be in trouble. And I like that. I think I want a total test. I want guys who hit it long and straight to be rewarded. And I don't want the weasels of the world being able to spray it 50 yards right of the fairway and get away with it and make a par. And I don't think you're going to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, typically U.S. Opens, it's total driving, right?
Yeah.
That's what we've seen over the last 10 years.
Yep.
Looking at the past winners, odds-wise, Rahm was 10-1. Bryson was 25-1. Woodland was 60. Brooks was 25. Brooks was 30. DJ was 12. Spieth was 8. Keimer was 40. And Rose was 25. So the last 9 events there, the average winner was 26-1. So, I mean, we're looking at a 40 and below, right?
Yeah. How many guys can win? 20?
I would even say that much.
Yep. I think that's completely fair.
I'd say 15.
Yeah, probably 15 guys who can win. So you want to best ideas, get 4 or 5 of them if you can, and hopefully you have, you got a 33% chance of the thing. I don't think it's going to be a long shot. Although this course, I think more so than others, like shorter hitters could be involved, I think more.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that completely.
So that's why the reason I said 20. Like maybe the Webb Simpsons of the world. Not that he's playing good enough right now, but guys like that.
Be nice if Morikawa was playing well. I feel like he would be a good fit here, wouldn't
it? Could be. He hasn't. I've looked. He's never played well in the Northeast. He's been horrible actually in the Northeast. So
has he?
Yeah, he's like, and I did
Yeah,
those little
West Coast guy.
I did those Northeast rankings, and he was 86th out of 93 qualified players,
Holy shit!
and he's played 36 rounds, so it wasn't a small sample size.
You got that list of the Northeast guys?
Yeah, I'll get the list right now. So I like the Northeast thing. I mean, you see a lot of guys repeat in terms of who pops up on those leaderboards in the Northeast. I think, and maybe it's a bias because we're from here, but I think the aesthetics of the golf courses, the agronomy, the different things that you see, I do think it's unique in the Northeast.
And we don't have many PGA stops in the Northeast, and they're usually big events. It's usually like a FedEx Cup event. I know we had the Travelers, and we had that was a FedEx Cup event, the Deutsch, at TPC Boston. Other than that, it's like majors.
Yeah, Wingfoot, Shinnecock. But then, well, you also have where Bryson won Ridgewood.
Yep, and then the Barclays right.
Yep, Liberty National.
Yep.
So my list here, in terms of the Northeast guys, you have, it's funny because in our season preview show, we had DJ, Bryce, and Brooks. Those are three guys who are really going after it. It turns out that there's been a horrible year for them.
Horrible.
But those three guys are far and away. So let me tell you, DJ is first, 88 strokes on the field at these events in his last 36 rounds. Bryson 77.5, Brooks 71.5. After that, it's a pretty steep drop off by 20 strokes.
Jeez.
So those are the Northeast guys. Cantlay is fourth, Decky fifth, Rahm sixth, Louis seventh, Patrick Reed eighth, Rory McIlroy ninth, Answer 10th. And then I'm just going to read the next five real quick. Cam Smith, EVR, Finau, JT, Fleetwood.
No Spieth in there? Or did you say Spieth?
I
know he's won it. I know he's played well in New York.
You know what? It could have been more than 36 rounds ago, though. He's 26th on the list.
Okay. Yeah, he's obviously won Travelers too. Yeah, I mean, those were the three guys before the season that we were targeting here.
Yeah,
we can still bet them all at way better odds than we anticipated.
Seriously, and we'll get into those guys, I guess, when we pass through them. But yeah, so I think that's what we're looking at this week, guys. We get fairways, good drives gained. I use approach. I obviously use. I wrote score. I looked scoring on difficult courses. I used the Northeast thing I liked, and then I did greens and regs. So
yeah, greens and regs is going to be big. This also has a Marion type feel to it. Short but difficult. Like the year Rose won, he was like +1. Mm-hmm. The one Phil gagged. So I don't know. What do you think the first score?
I think it'll probably get to -5.
That's what I was going to say 6 or 7.
Yeah, sounds right.
There's some tough holes, but then yeah, I mean that fifth hole drivable. It's only 310 yards. Doesn't look like there's much trouble either.
Yeah, I think there'll be, four birdie holes. I think it's 1, 6, 7, and I forget, but I think the first hole is. So yeah, I think front's going to be a little tougher than the back, but we'll see. Par fives, maybe one of them is reachable in two for the very long.
That one par 5 is crazy. It's like 600 plus
uphill,
and like the fairways in like 2 different tiers. It's like a big cliff up to get to the second tier.
Yeah, uphill, and then I think from what I saw, that one usually plays against the wind too.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's definitely. Well, I guess you could try, but it's going to be a 3-shot hole.
Right. That brings the shorter guys into it even more. So I think, I'm not talking the Ryan Armors of the world, but like Tommy Fleetwood type guys, Answers of the world, those type of guys can be okay.
Yep.
So I guess get into the odds. I mean, this is one of the first times that I can remember since we started this where we had a complete blank card. So we really can just play the best plays and take the guys we think have the best value.
Yep. So we'll stick with Bet365. We got favorite now, Rory McIlroy 10-1, coming off the win. JT 12-1, Scotty Scheffler 14-1, and Rahm 14-1. Those are the only guys listed here under 20. And you know what? I think those are the only guys that deserve to be under 20.
Absolutely right? True. I think odds are very fair this week. I think the guys who are playing well are priced up and the guys who aren't are priced down. Like, I think PGA Championship, some of these other events, we've got Masters odds were horrible. I think these are fair.
Yeah. So I mean, these three guys, right? Because you've seen Rahm jumped up to 16, 18. Well, the two overwhelming favorites, I feel like, are Rory and JT.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to throw Scotty in there, just what kind of season he's had, right?
Yep. Yep.
So those are the three. Of those three, who do you like?
Rory.
Definitely. You're not worried about after the win, his 8-year absence from not just winning a major, but actually getting in the mix of a major.
Absolutely, I'm worried about that. But I
Like,
still like him the
could you
best.
Could you bet him?
Not at 10.
What would you need on a number? 14?
14. 14.
Okay.
I look at
I kind of like JT the best.
do you?
Yeah.
He's playing great. I mean, he's hard to go against any of these guys. Besides
Rory
Scheffler.
was all over the map yesterday.
He was, but he's just been playing so well, and I think he just is in one of those zones. And he's the very few guys I think go back to back. You sent me something earlier about no one's going back to back and from one the week after they won. Is that right?
No one. Yeah, correct. No one. The closest guy. No one has gone back to back. No one has won a U.S. Open after winning the event the week prior.
Okay.
I think if you Rory did it in the PGA. He won the week before the PGA and then won the PGA.
At
But no
Valhalla.
one's done it in the U.S. Open.
Was that Valhalla?
Valhalla. Yep, that was. I mean,
Oh yeah. So,
complete bird fest too.
but
So
showing
different.
that is showing the type of guy he is, right? He is the type of guy who can reel off 2 in a row.
Correct.
I think he's one of the few. Him, JT. That might be it.
Thing with JT and Scotty. I mean, JT, you got can he win back-to-back majors? Scotty, can he win 2 out of the first 3 majors and continue? What would this be, his 6th win?
Yeah, to me, that's a no. I don't think he can do that. JT, it's a no for me too. I mean, he went 5 years without winning one. Now he's going to win 2 in a row. He's playing good. Yeah, he's fine. But is the U.S. Open the major he's suited most for? No. I think I'd like him better at St. Andrews than here.
Okay.
Would you?
He hasn't had the best success in Opens.
No.
But
Yeah. But in
yeah,
general,
he fits in general. Yeah, St. Andrews. Yeah, sure. I mean, I feel like St. Andrews, unless the weather gets really up, is going to be a big bird fest. So yeah, I could see him definitely.
yeah, it is. It's going to be 18, 19 under, I think. But which is disappointing, I think, just because we haven't really got a true Open in a while. A difficult one.
Maybe we get some weather, and then that'll change things.
Yeah. So yeah, I think of these guys, Rory is the guy. He's first in my model. It just feels like a great spot for him. Long and straight is him. But that being said, when isn't it a good spot for him at the U.S. Open?
Yeah. Plus, he's gonna have. He did the Canadian Open thing. There's gonna be a lot of pressure on him, man. He's gonna want to win it because of all this live shit, and that's just gonna go into his head. And mentally, he's been a little bitch in these fucking majors, man.
Yeah, a lot of people were acting like it was all this pressure that he won yesterday at the Canadian Open. Like, it's not even going to be a fraction of what he's going to face this week.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, all roads, all signs point to Rory winning this week. I'm not going to deny that. It's just mentally, it's just that I can't bet him at 10-1. So I'm just going to pass on him. I mean, he's going to be there.
Yeah,
I really can't see him not being there. Correct?
I agree. If he misses the cut, it would be a massive shock.
Yeah.
But he's done that before, and he's shown us we can't trust him in majors, right? So JT, I get your point. I understand that. I personally won't be able to get there on him. I know you're not going to be either. It is what it is. Yeah. Would it shock me if either of them, any of the 3 won? Would it shock me? No. Scheffler would a little bit, but the other 2 not at all.
Yeah, I mean, Scheffler's all right. He's fine. Yeah, I'm sure he'll play well.
All right, so let's go to the next range.
Well, we got to talk about the guy we bet at 16-1.
Okay, I thought you said of the 3 who we like.
The 3, yeah. Okay, well, the 4th guy.
All right, you go ahead.
Yeah, Jon Rahm. I don't know. We haven't seen a number like this on him in since Memorial when you bet him then?
2020. Yeah.
Have we seen a 16-1 anywhere on him?
No, not in 25 months.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm just gonna bet the value. There's really nothing else to say. It's just a value bet, and bet the number type thing. Would I have liked an 18 or a 20? Yeah, but I think he can win. I really do. I don't think he sucks. And off the tee is the biggest factor, and he's the guy off the tee.
He's the best player in the world off the tee. So what the last week when he lost, is that an outlier?
I'm gonna say yes. How can it not be an outlier?
It is. So I mostly agree with you. I still have my questions about him, the way he's playing. It does seem like something is off. With that being said, he is the best fit for a U.S. Open of anybody.
Yes.
He doesn't need his A+ game to win. He's still he's last 24 rounds. I mean, let me just look at this real quick. Last 24 rounds, and we've all acknowledged he's been pretty shitty in his last 24 rounds. Okay, so he's still 5th in my model. He's still 6th in good drives gained. Is he first and off the tee?
He still has a win in those last 24 rounds too.
He's in his last 24 rounds. He's still 5th in strokes gained in difficult courses. He's 6th in the northeast, and he's 2nd in greens and reg. That's while he sucks.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Obviously, he's not up to his own standards. I get it, but can he put it 330 in the fairway almost every time? Yes.
He basically does.
He does. Good on bent.
Got the putter working at Memorial.
Got the putt, yeah.
Been positive around the green. He wasn't really at the PGA, but the two events in between, he's been positive. This is a number play, and I'm taking a gamble on the best driver in the game at a U.S. Open where the last 10 years, basically all off the tee guys that win.
Yep, and look at
Even
this.
that Pebble Beach U.S. Open, Gary Woodland, his best quality is off the tee, in my mind.
Absolutely true. And
Brooks was second.
This is his 2022, his horrible 2022. 2nd, 14th, 3rd, 10th, 21st, 17th, 55th, 27th, 1st, 48th, 10th. Really, really not that bad. He just hasn't been the best player in the world. That's all you can really say. I mean, other than that, he's been really good. And you made a good point earlier that I really like. That this is what kind of turned me on him, was when Brooks won.
Yep.
Why don't you tell what you said to me?
When Brooks won, it was basically the same form Rahm had. He hadn't won anything. This was his, what was I talking about? Second U.S. Open?
Yeah, he was 30-1.
30-1. Let me pull it up.
So 30-1 is the defending champ.
Exactly. 30-1 is the defending champ. So we're getting Rahm, who's 16-1 as the defending champ. All right. So Brooks coming in to that U.S. Open. Sorry here. Didn't have it up. Okay. He finished for that season 34th, 42nd, 11th, 2nd at the Charles Schwab, 30th at St. Jude.
Very similar.
And he lost on approach the 2 weeks prior to the U.S. Open. But the 3 weeks prior to the U.S. Open, he was gaining a shitload off the tee.
Just like Rahm.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's see. His off the tee prior to his outlier week, 2022. 2.7, 2.3, 3.7, 7.9, 5.2, 4.5, 7.2, 5.6, 7.3. That's absurd off the tee numbers.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like, it was just an outlier. Like, he just doesn't, it doesn't happen. He never loses off the tee. That was the first time he lost off the tee since 2019.
Yeah, so I'm with you there. I like the value play. I mean, I'm not in love with anybody else, and I think it's the best number. It's the best value you're going to get. We've been wanting a Rahm 16, 18 for a major forever, and we got one. So let's see what we can do.
Yep. I mean, this is almost like Rahm and Rory flipped last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Rahm won. So I am concerned about that. But I remember you making this point in the pod, like it's not given that Rahm's just gonna fuck the field, and he was still 3 strokes back going into Sunday.
Yep.
So there's no
And
given that Rory's gonna fuck the field. We're gonna try to get 4 or 5 guys here and see if we can get all 4 of them in the mix.
and see if Rory will choke, which he has done.
Yep.
So, all right, who do we got? Who else is in this range here?
Next range, 20 plus range. We got Cam Smith 22, X 22, Cantlay 25, Fitz 25, Morikawa 25, Lowry 28, Spieth 28, and Burns 28.
A lot of interesting guys here. I mean, these are kind of the guys who you wouldn't normally be at this price. A lot of them, and then they've been playing so well this year. They kind of been elevated to this range.
Also, Willie Z 28 too. If I didn't say him.
Right. So him, Lowry, Fitz. These are guys you wouldn't expect to be in the 20s coming into the week. You know, if you asked 3 months ago, but these are guys who are playing the best.
Yeah, guy by guy. What's your take on Weasel?
I still have a feeling he can get involved. Course fit wise, you'd think of it's not the good course fit for him. He gets into trouble. I was tracking him on Sunday because I wanted to see what he would do because I was a little bit interested in him this week. He just gets in so much fucking trouble, and I don't think you can do it here. I've said that before about him, and he gets away with it because he's a weasel, and that's what weasels do. But course fit is not the place.
He's the type of guy who's like Jordan Spieth in 2017 when you just spray it like off the fucking map. Like, like you have no idea where the ball went. If you're doing that this week, like you're in like heavy fescue, like not like just plain rough. You're in heavy fescue. So that's the thing that concerns me with him.
Would it surprise you if he was around?
No, he's been around this whole season. So no,
but you don't want to bet him.
No, I'm not betting him at 20. I just ignore Weasel at 22.
Yep, fair.
I made the mistake of ignoring him at 33 at the Players. That was wrong.
That was it. Right, 22. Okay.
Next guy's X. I mean, look at his U.S. Open record. It's literally his worst finish in five times has been 7th.
It's fucked.
It's insane how it's just I don't know. What do you do? I don't know. I know he's a complete loser, but like it's pretty fucked up.
It is. Totally is.
And he's in good form.
He is up there in good drives gained. I know off the tee he isn't as far up there, but he tends to find the fairway. I think he's probably going to be involved. But I don't want to bet a guy who I don't think can win at 22. I think he's probably going to be there.
We got a 25 on him.
Can he win a U.S. Open?
I don't know. You think if he keeps giving himself this many chances, one of these times he's going to win one, right?
25. Wow, that's pretty damn good.
He's basically Brooks in a U.S. Open, but doesn't win.
I don't think I've ever bet him before in my life.
I bet him at Memorial. Gained 7.5 and somehow finished 18th.
Yeah, he's going to probably be there. I don't know, though. I don't know. Is there any world which he regresses? I mean, you could say he's had 7 chances and he hasn't gotten it done. Is he really going to put himself in that spot every single time?
Yeah, good. That's a good point. I feel like he just loves a nice par, right? He's not somebody he's just a boring type golfer that kind of pars keep you involved, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I just probably am not going to bet it. It's not really how I want to spend my week.
So you don't want to root for X?
No, not really.
Okay, it's fair. That's a fair point. What about this next guy, Cantlay? We have a 28 on him. He's 25 on Bet365. Really disappointing in majors. Really disappointed us at the PGA.
His mother was disappointed on how he looked when he came out.
Right. I could see a bounce back.
I could too. I mean, I've always thought U.S. Open is probably his better fit, just because he's pretty good at grinding when he gets in these events and he gets in trouble. He usually finds a way to get the ball to 10, 12 feet and make the par putt. PGA, he was fucking awful, and it's very, very concerning. But so we just supposed to believe that he just sucks in majors and he's not capable of playing well? It's like
I don't believe that.
It's such a narrative-based thing where there's no real other reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
I think he's a good fit for this place. But Northeast, though.
Has he ever won in the Northeast?
No, but he was fourth in that model. I don't know why.
Travelers.
Travelers or
Did he win Travelers? I don't know.
No, he didn't win, but I mean, he was up there, and I think I don't know, maybe Ridgewood, maybe I don't know, but his game can travel anywhere. It's just the major thing. That's the only thing holding me back. I think 28 is a pretty damn good number, though.
Yeah.
Is that what we have?
Third at the PGA in 2019. Is that Bethpage? Yep. There you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's. I mean, that's a fairly could be a comp, and definitely in terms of region it is. But I don't know. Are we too scared to go back? I mean, it was awful being on him. It was painful.
Brutally painful. Brutally painful.
But he let so many people down. I don't know.
He forgot how to hit an iron. That was weird.
It was. So, and then he came back to Memorial and he was good, right?
Yeah. He finished third, but I mean, that's his thing. He finishes top 10 every year there.
This is the one I really don't know what to do with. I mean,
but after the Masters, he was second at Heritage, and that's another one of his places.
So the question is this going to be one of his places or not?
Right.
Second, miscut third. I mean, looking at it, looks like that's pretty much an outlier. But missed the cut of the Players, 39th of the Masters. The bigger event, he hasn't been good.
Except the FedEx Cup.
Yeah, except the FedEx Cup. Won BMW, won the Tour Championship. BMW, who gained 14.6 putting.
Yeah.
1.2 tee to green.
Yep. I like another guy in this range better, so I'm not going to bet. I don't think I'm going to bet Cantlay, but a couple guys before we get to the guy I like. Fitzpatrick, 25. Any thoughts on him besides that he's pretty? He's a pussy.
Yeah, he's the biggest pussy on tour. Yeah, I'm done with that guy for the most part. I still think he can probably win something. I'm not in the camp that he's not capable, but he just doesn't want to that bad. Like
he just doesn't want to win. As soon as he gets the lead, he just doubles.
Yeah, if he's gonna win, it's gonna be because someone gives it to him.
Right.
But that could happen at a U.S. Open. I mean, he likes the course. He said he's in his interview. He's been looking forward to this place. Obviously, won the USAM here.
Different
long and
too,
straight.
Though. It's a match play. A lot of guys in that USAM.
He just drills fairways.
He does.
But this number, you don't have to think about it. It's nothing to think about.
Exactly. Got Morikawa 28. I think we already touched on him. It's a good number, but just not the Morikawa that we're used to right now. So, and then anything on Lowry or Burns? Burns is a no, but
Burns is definitely a no.
Lowry is I don't know. Like the fit with Lowry.
It's a good fit. He's playing great. I just don't know what his ceiling is. I don't think it's win. That's
okay.
I think he can come in third.
Yeah, he's probably going to come in the top 10, I think.
Probably. He's been good. Last week, what did he do last week?
He was lingering around.
Oh yeah, he had a hot Sunday.
He was lingering around.
I do like guys with hot Sundays. Gained 5.3 in approach.
Yeah, he finished 10th.
I mean,
having a great season.
Off the tee, he's okay. Like that's long term. That's probably his weakness.
Yeah, he's not. He's prone to like a shank.
But lately, it's been pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna pass because I like other guys at better value. I wouldn't say Shane at 28's value.
It certainly is not. Yeah, if you got a future at a 40 or 50, then good on you.
And Burns at 28 is not value either, even though he's one of the greatest players in the world.
Yeah, he's great.
I've been told.
His U.S. Open record is obviously bad. His major record is bad.
Yeah, and I like to see it from guys in majors.
Wouldn't shock me if he played all right, but I would. He's a fade for me. I don't like him. He's a guy I might even target in a tournament matchup.
He's a guy you don't want to spend your weekend rooting for.
Fuck no. Everyone else can do that. They will be.
Yeah. Then brings us to two guys here. Two Texas guys. We got Spieth and Willie Z. Give me a Willie Z take.
Well, one take I have is his last 5 starts he's alternated miscuts with top 3 finishes.
And he
And his
just
last
finished
finish was a top
5.
3. Yeah, so he went. But with that being said, the ones that he's actually made the cut on have been the bigger events. I do think he's built for bigger events because, he has such a strong iron game. And so missed the cut at Byron Nelson, second at PGA, missed the cut at Charles Schwab, fifth at Memorial. All that is great. My concern here, and you actually pointed this out to me the last time we spoke about him, and I didn't even realize it, to be honest. He's lost strokes and fairways gained in 9 of his past 10 events.
Yeah, which was crazy at the PGA is he wasn't necessarily drilling fairways.
He wasn't.
On
But
that Sunday, he was terrible. Or the
but,
Saturday.
But that was a narrative going into the week that the green areas were shaven, which makes it difficult, but the fairway areas were shaven too.
Yeah.
There was some rough, but it wasn't, you weren't dead in the rough.
He putts so much better on bent than anything else. Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's not. Yeah, that might not be true statistically, but I just feel like it is in my mind.
No, statistically, he's fucking awful on bent.
It's just a bad putter in general. I think for that 5 feet and in is going to be a big factor this week, and I don't trust him one bit.
Do you have a list of the previous U.S. Open winners on hand?
Yeah.
Can you read them?
Rahm, Bryson, Woodland, Brooks, DJ, Spieth, Keimer, Rose, Webb. Last 10.
Every single one of them is a good putter. Maybe besides Keimer. But at the time, he was good.
Keimer was a fine putter. It's more of a chipping he sucks at.
Yeah. I mean,
that's well, I don't know about Woodland.
Maybe not.
Consider Woodland a good putter?
I guess not, but I mean, he was an outlier in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
So, although he's pretty much even for his career.
But you can't. Don't you think he's destined to win a U.S. Open at some point?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, heart of the course. That's when we like Willie. It's gonna be insanely popular this week, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that he just came second. That was good for him. There's no doubt about it. That he felt it. He was in the heat of a major, and a lot of times you see guys who play well in majors repeat. And that's one of the biggest trends. Guys, they have to have a top something in a major that year.
Yep.
So I think, yeah, a lot about it makes sense. If he was 40, it would be a no-brainer for me.
So you're out on 30?
I think I am.
Okay.
You?
Yeah, because for some reason I like Spieth. I don't understand why I like Spieth, but for some reason I do. I don't know. I just feel like he's playing good. And I was shocked that of the last 15 U.S. Open winners, strokes gained off the tee their previous 24 rounds, they've all averaged 0.72 per round off the tee or better.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 13 players in the field that are currently beating that average. And I was shocked that Jordan Spieth was one of them.
Wow.
Shocked.
He's been incredible off the tee this year.
Shocked. You get in the guys on that list: Rahm, Rory, Willie Z, Neiman, Mito. Who else did I name to you? There's a few others that
List,
yeah, just good drivers of the ball. All the guys that are playing well this year. Scotty wasn't on there just because he's prone to spray it, but yeah. I think around the green is going to be a huge factor this week, and there's no one I trust more around the green than Jordan Spieth.
No, definitely not.
And he's showing signs with the putter. Last week at Memorial, he had his worst week with the irons he's had in a long, long time. I'm banking on that to come back because he had like 15 straight events where he gained on approach, and this was I'm going to bang on this being an outlier. His putting is starting to. He's gained 3 of the last 4 events putting, which he was a bad putter for a while, and I feel like he's getting it together. And then around the green is just, I don't know, right there. Like, who's better than him? Weasel? Is that it?
Yeah. I
And I also think the 28 to 1's value on him. He's a guy that can go out and win. Is he not a winner?
He's a winner. Do you trust him under pressure right now?
Why not?
Well, he has. Yeah, I mean, I guess I do. He hasn't won much.
Isn't it coming?
Yeah, I think you're probably. It is 100% value. He was the most popular bet at the PGA. And what was he, 18, 20?
Yeah, maybe even less.
Everybody loved him at the PGA, and I didn't even love the fit.
He wasn't bad. He lost 3.2 putting, gained 4.7 at the PGA on approach.
So
I
is
don't
US
know.
Open,
U.S. Open and Jordan Spieth, I don't feel like mixed. I know he won the one at Chambers Bay, but like, I feel like this one's a little different with the Brookline thing.
and you like him in this region?
Yeah, won Travelers.
It is good value. Yeah,
It's
you
great
can't
value, isn't it?
you can't bet Cantley over him. I agree with that.
He's 28.
Do we have a 28?
We have a 28.
All right, let's do it.
I almost bet it. I think I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Remember he lost to DJ in that Northern Trust where DJ pounded him in the playoff.
Yep.
That was in New York. He won Travelers, obviously.
What, DJ
he
hit
was
that
third.
second shot?
No, that drive that DJ took over the lake and
Yeah.
Spieth put it out to the right. And then the second shot was when right after Spieth played, he just hit his wedge like as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And then he's third at Bethpage, the PGA. That's when he sucked too. I just feel like he plays well up here. Second at the Dell in 2017. I don't know. I don't know why. I wish I didn't wish I could just ignore him like I always do, but I just have a gut feel on Spieth this week.
It's really good value.
Yeah. I think he's more capable of winning the tournament than Zalatoris is.
I do too. And it enables a lot of options with the card because of his price. I'm in. I like it.
Isn't he? Wouldn't the tour want Rory, JT, or Spieth to win? Right?
Absolutely.
I can't bet the first two. I can bet the third one. Those are the 3 faces. And if you want to throw Rahm in there, maybe, but I don't really consider him as big a name as those 3.
When's the last time Spieth's been under the radar at a major?
Probably when he sucked, but
right. But there's still there's a lot of narratives going on. Yeah, I think value wise, I like it.
Around the green's key to me this week. There's not everybody. Your greens and reg aren't going to be great, and you're going to be punching. Not everybody's going to be hitting the fairways. You're going to be punching out to that 100 range. But I think JT's dangerous. And JT and him and Weasel are probably the 3 guys from 100.
Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm in. I think we have a very unique card that has a lot of value on it this week.
Yeah, guys that can win. I don't know.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna bet it.
Right, we're running low on time here, so let's go.
Okay, 30 plus. We got Finau at 30. Little Prick Vic at 30, Neiman 33, Decky 35. Wow, Max Homa's 35. Those are the rest of the guys under 40.
Prick is just not playing well enough. I'm not one of those people who think that around the green is that huge of a deal, but he's just not playing well. Like he's not doing the things that he normally does well enough.
Yep.
Fair enough. That's it. Nothing else to say. Anyone else? No, I don't really have anything to say about any of these guys. Finau looks great. I'm sure he can finish in 7th or 8th. He can, or even 2nd. But I'm not going to bet him at 30 to 1 to win a major.
What about at 45?
Yes.
You'd bet at 45?
I think so. You?
I didn't think you'd say yes.
That's the right number for him. Between 40 and 50 at a major.
Can he win?
I don't know. Won the Northern Trust. Pretty good field.
I don't view him as a winning problem, man, anymore.
No, I don't really either. He can win.
Okay. Before we get a guy we already bet, Decky. Anything there?
I mean, profiles very well for this course. He's under the radar. 40 to 1 is a really good number. I'm not going to do it, but wouldn't shock me.
No, he should win a U.S. Open at one point in his career too.
He's almost won a couple, right?
He's got a pretty good record. Yep. All right, then we both took the dive on Neiman at 40, right?
Yep. A lot of times, 7 of the past U.S. Open winners have been first-time major winners. He is ready for that next step. I mean, you see guys win the U.S. Open who you don't think, are quite at that point in their career. He went wire to wire at Riviera against the best field in the world with one of the best fields in the world with Tiger there. I mean, there's pressure involved there, and he was able to do that. So I don't think the moment's too big for him.
There's a lot of trends out there, and every trend, Neiman's in.
Yeah, seriously.
Every single trend, Neiman, Rory, Zalatoris, those are the guys that are in every fucking trend.
Mito too, but he's not winning.
Mito, yeah.
So I think it's fine. I mean, do I truly expect him to win? Probably not, but I think he's better the player than all these other young guys. Zalatoris, Young, Mito, name who you want. Neiman is the better player. He's at the level where he's ready. I do believe he's ready to win a major. He's kind of got better in each of his last 3 major starts. And he just fucking pumps it off the tee and he hits it straight. He's the best driver, one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the world. And that's what we're looking for.
He's that Dustin Johnson profile.
Yeah. Who's, one of the best U.S. Open players of our generation.
Right. Which leads us to our next bet, 40 to 1. What a segue.
Yeah, so good.
This is kind of a spite bet, but he's also my guy. And this is the U.S. Open. I mean, I watched a lot of the Live. I didn't watch any Saturday, but Thursday, Friday, I thought he looked pretty good.
Yeah, he led the
is
field.
Prone to that spray, though. He is prone to that spray this past year. So
he is. He had an eagle every day, and it wasn't a birdie fest. It wasn't an easy course. I mean, so he's hitting it okay.
It was like what, 6 guys under par?
Yeah, and he was one of the 6 guys under par. He had eagle each
And
of the 3.
Don't give me this shit that it was a shitty field. I don't give a fuck. All these guys can get under par. The fucking Corn Ferry guys shoot fucking -20 every fucking week.
Yeah, no, 100%. It was a tough course. Anyone who watched that knows it was a tough course. And he played it well. He's one of the best U.S. Open players. Look at his history. He won at Oakmont. He won a U.S. Open in this region already. He came second in one.
Should have won that one, the Chambers Bay one. Gagged.
Should have won at Chambers Bay. He was in the mix at
third in 2018, Shinnecock.
Shinnecock, New York. I mean,
Bethpage, yeah, he was second to Koepka.
So both the New York ones.
Yep.
And one of the Northern Trust. I mean, there's a reason why he's 30 strokes ahead of third place in strokes gained Northeast.
He shot 30 under at TPC Boston.
People are sleeping on fucking DJ, man.
Yes, and we fully acknowledge that this would be an incredible story, and I don't know, but 40 to 1's value.
100% is value. I don't care what anybody says. Don't tell me DJ can't win a U.S. Open. He can. I know you guys all hate him because of the Live and whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm looking at who can win this U.S. Open. He's a guy who's won a U.S. Open, and he's one of the best U.S. Open players there is, and he's 40 to 1. And if he has it this week, if he's in the mix, he can win it.
1,000%.
Like,
got 3 fucking studs that if they're in the mix, they can win.
Yeah.
And then an up-and-comer in Neiman.
You guys are all going to say DJ can't win. He's not in good form. He's all the Live shit. All he cares about is money. Okay, the people who are saying that, tell me you have a Zalatoris ticket and DJ's breathing down his fucking neck on Saturday, 2 shots behind, trying to get in the final group. You're not pissing your pants because you are.
Yep, definitely.
And I want that to happen. Oh, I want it so fucking bad.
It's so bad. How pissed would everybody be?
Or even if you guys have a Rory ticket and DJ's this fucking huge cock taped around his leg.
What's the biggest? Actually, Phil's the biggest story if you contended, but that's never going to happen.
Dude, if DJ wins this and we have a 41 ticket and we're the only people with a 41 ticket on DJ, I'm doing this show fucking nude next week.
Wow, we might have to hold you to it.
I'm doing it. We'll blur it out, but I'll be nude.
All right, so just bet DJ. Forget about it.
Just be a part of it. Just fucking embrace being a villain for once. It feels good sometimes.
It does feel good. Oh, that would be incredible if DJ just beat Rory on Sunday.
Speaking of jizz on the keyboard, imagine me reading the Eamon Lynch piece, being pissed about DJ winning the U.S. Open. I'll be stroking it during that.
This show would be an all-timer next week. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
DJ, do it for us.
I'm going to will this into existence. I want it so bad.
That tall glass one fucking time.
So that's it.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some other names quick. I got 5 minutes. Cam Young. Yeah, he's gonna miss the cut. Sanjay. Okay. You don't like him?
Everyone loves him. I don't know.
Everyone loves him.
Asians don't win U.S. Opens.
Okay.
He's not winning the U.S. Open.
I don't
Numbers
hate
value.
I don't hate Berger.
Yeah, it seems like a course where he could definitely be pretty good at.
Yep. I'm not gonna bet him, but yeah. What about Brooks at 50?
Would not shock me. I mean, is he really that much different than coming into this as he was in the PGA at Kiowa? Playing more golf, then I guess is the difference.
Yeah, I guess I feel like life's hit him. I know he just got married, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much golf he's actually practicing.
No, I agree. I'm not going to bet him, but would it be the most shocking thing in the world if he was kind of there? And I still think even if he is there, he's going to falter down the stretch, but it wouldn't shock me, I guess.
Yep, with you. And then a few other guys. Mito, how do you think he's going to do this week?
Good. I like him. He's fine. I don't think he's going to win, but he is the profile you want. He drills fairways. Yeah, if that's your thing, you want to. I'm not going to be a part of it, but I'm not thinking he's going to play bad.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's going to play well, not win though, not contend.
Yeah, agree.
Anything on Tommy? I know we've discussed him.
I like Tommy a lot. I'm going to bet a top 10 on Tommy. I saw a plus 550. I'm going to toss that on there because I do want to be a part of Tommy. I don't think he's capable of winning, but I think he's going to be there. I think this course sets up really well for him. I think he can just kind of club down, put the ball in the fairway, and take care of business and just hang around. Maybe have a little low, shoot -3 on Saturday when everyone else is +2, and finish in the top 10.
Agree. Any other long shots or anything? I bet Patrick Reed ages ago. You can get him better now, or
100
weeks
to 1.
ago. Yeah, it's 90. And then there's Bryson 100. Last one.
Yeah, maybe throw something on Bryson, but I think for the most part, our card, you want to sprinkle whatever. But Rahm 16, Spieth 28, DJ 40, Neiman 40.
Do we have any room for anybody else?
Probably a bomb. I don't think anyone else in the sub 40 though.
Okay. All right, so we got 3 guys capable of winning. 3 studs capable of winning, and a 4th up and comer that meets all the trends. Yeah, Neiman can win. Obviously, I agree with that. 4,
and it would be fitting with the way the season's gone, right?
Yeah. No, I meant 3 proven winners.
Yep. Yeah, 3 proven winners, and Neiman, the up and comer. So I love that card. A lot of value, I think. I feel it feels good. It feels right.
All right, Brookline.